Today on Slant Daily Garage, we take the fire-breathing Death Biscuit for a drive. I've been keeping different air cleaners, and I got this one when I did Gilbert Slide. I only had one, but I had these big ones and I didn't know how far apart they were, but it's definitely gonna have to be the small ones because that's a small one right there, and a big one just doesn't fit. So yeah, so it's gonna be the two small ones. So I'm going to have the other one sandblasted, and then I'm going to paint them. I'll sandblast this one and that one. I'll get a new sticker for it, and I'll match the holes so they'll all match. Today we're going for a drive in it. Got the air cleaners on. These are just, I mean, they're not perfect. Some got little tiny rust holes in them, but it's what I had, so don't care because this is a driver. So we're going to start this thing up, and it's ice cold. Ice cold, 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 cold. I can get out a gun, but who cares? So we're gonna start this thing up, and we're gonna go for a ride. All right. Give it a second and let it warm up. See if it keeps running. I don't have a choke on this thing, so see where wideband's at right now. There we go. It's running okay right now. That's a pretty. That was a guess numbers, so I did that with vacuum, so that's pretty good. And we're gonna go take a ride, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually going to a car show, so it's a few miles away. What better way than trial by fire? We're going to drive it 35 miles. First drive, 35 miles. So we're getting ready to go, and it's nice and warmed up, right around 13.5, 13.6. Holley 1920s, chilling. So yeah, I'm going to say we're going to go get some fresh gas. This is old, and I'm just waiting for the fans to kick on. And yeah, flux capacitor fluxing. All right, so we're cruising down the road at 75. We're getting about 14.1, 14.2, right in that range as far as the cruise on average. Everything looks good. So yeah, other than that, it's doing great. Just cruising down the road, full lockup, everything looks fine. Flux capacitor flexing. Well, it made it. Just got here. Got an exhaust rattle. Got to fix that. But other than that, good to go. Just walk around. It's the zombie salt vehicle. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll walk around. You know, you got super nice, even better, and you got this thing right here. Supercharged V6? Come on. Come on. I love you, Dave. Alright, so we're cruising down the road, and right now we're cruising. There's the air fuel. Now I'm going to floor it. And this, so right now I got 58 jets in it, but check it out. It's a little fat. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go 2 jets smaller and try that again. So I'm going to go to 56s and we'll check it out. But other than that, what do you think, buddy?
It's awesome.
Yeah, the cruise is awesome. And we're 75 miles an hour. This thing just gets it on. This right here is my Slant Daily Garage Holley box, because see how small the numbers are. So 58 was, I bought those styles way back when. So I had 58s in there. The 56s are right there. These are 56s, and I believe this one right here is like a 55. But all these I got out of those Holley 1920s that I took apart. So I want to put in 56s right now, and hopefully that cures it. You saw the video from me doing driving it. It was just a little fat on flooring it, so we're going to try to get that into the mid-12s. Hopefully this does it. If not, we'll put in a little leaner than that, but I didn't want it to kill my cruise numbers. So, yep, we're going to go from there. All right, next step. Nice little tech tip. If you're putting a jet in a Holley 1920, put a little bit of grease on the end of the screwdriver, especially when you're doing it on one of these, on that back one back there. It goes in much easier this way. That way you can actually, you know, I have fat chubby hands, see, fingers. It's swollen from salt yesterday, so that way you can kind of get in there and put it in. So I'm currently underneath the car, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out that piece right there. Right there. I adjust the pressure, and I noticed that it was a little high. And what I do is I cut those springs, and then I use washers to adjust the pressure accordingly. So I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to check it out, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So these are stainless steel washers, and I have 4 in there currently right now. And I put them underneath here, and that puts pressure on the spring. But remember, the spring is cut, so this way I can adjust the spring pressure. I basically cut off one little coil, and this makes the difference. So I'm going to take out one, and we're going to go from there. The idea is we're just trying to get, I don't want any more than 50 or 55 pounds of oil pressure. I noticed with that extra one I was getting about 65. There's no set number on these. I wish there was, but I've noticed that sometimes they equal 5 pounds, sometimes they equal 7.5 pounds. Each engine's different. It basically just depends on the leakage, it seems like. So we're going to put 3 in, and we're going to give it a go. Here's a lesson in, even though you check your parts, sometimes things happen. You can barely see it. There you go. See the little crack right there? So on the Lizard King, on this engine that you're watching on this video, I noticed I was having just a little bit of a leak, and I couldn't figure it out. So you can see it was just pooling up, and I was like, man, where's this leak coming from? And then, so I cleaned it all off and jacked it up and checked it out, and sure enough, there it is. So as you watch this video, I had to pull this back out, put a new oil pump on it. Well, not a new one. I used a used one, but I used the gear that was on that one, put it on this one, and put it in here. So sometimes things happen. So always check your parts, but sometimes you can always, things just happen. Just is what it is. I'm not blaming the manufacturer. Sometimes things just break. So we're going to go for a blast on the freeway. Hopefully this truck in front of us, the fire-breathing death biscuit of just massive power. Anyway, so we're idling right around 13.8, 13.7. I got the new jets in here, and we're going to see what this thing does. I'll probably speed up. Green light. Come on, let's go. Okay. Yeah, he's going to kill us. I can't floor it. The gray truck, the biggest obstacle there is. So anyways, we're about barely half throttle. And, all right, I'm going to floor it. So there we go. That's floored. So there we go. There's 80. It's about 12.8 or so. It's not bad. It's doing pretty good. But now that I changed the jets, one thing did happen. It's cruising a little leaner, but that's okay because the next thing out of this thing is trying to get 30 miles to the gallon out of it. So yeah, it's this road sucks, but yeah. And that's pretty much the video. So, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Right, Roxy?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the end of it. And the music will take you out. That'll be the end. All right. See you next week.